Hello, I'm Martin Park. For those that don't know me, I'm a naturopath and a master coach and trainer who has been working professionally in health, fitness, wellness, and personal development for over 45 years. This is my last episode for the year of 2024, and to all those lovely people who have listened to me rambling away throughout the year, I thank you for your company. Next year, I will be introducing a few new things to my YouTube channel for those that access this through YouTube. Some live-to-camera clips and some collaborations, among other things, but I'll still continue to try to put out one audio podcast per week, as I have managed to do for the past 2 years, as I enjoy doing them. Today, I'm going to revisit my favourite podcast from 2024, as I feel it is well worth listening to a second time. It is a bit of a satirical look at health and wellness, and it's titled How to Become Overweight, Unwell and Miserable. And let me tell you right up front, if you are someone that is wanting to achieve this goal of being miserable, unwell and overweight, then you need to know that it requires a lot of effort, discipline and willpower. But if you apply yourself to the principles and suggestions that I'm going to put forward to you today, then you will have a very good chance of achieving these goals. There are 5 aspects to this that you need to understand. 1. Diet. 2. Exercise and activity. 3. Mental attitude. 4. Sleep. 5. Other factors. And this can get quite complicated, so I'm going to keep it as simple as possible so that you have the best chance of success. Also, out of these 5 aspects, all are important, but if you are finding it difficult to follow all of my recommendations from all 5 aspects, then I suggest that you focus most of your efforts into points 1 and 2, diet, exercise and activity, as they will give you the biggest return for your time investment. Let's begin with the diet, and here are some basic rules. If it's not deep fried or highly refined and processed, then avoid it like the plague. If it doesn't contain sugar and or fat, and preferably fructose, corn syrup, sucrose, trans fats and saturated fats, then avoid it like the plague. If it doesn't already have plenty of salt added, then liberally add your own. Even if it does have salt, I would still recommend adding your own salt as well. All your carbohydrates need to be highly processed and refined and come in a box or can or packet. Never drink anything that doesn't have sugar added, so avoid plain water like the plague. Try to add fat, butter, lard, oil, cream, etc. whenever possible. Try to add sugar whenever possible, particularly in drinks like tea and coffee and fruit and milk drinks. Try to add sauce and sauces to everything you can, and look for sauces that are primarily made from sugar, salt and fat with preservatives and artificial flavoring added. And avoid the following at all costs: fruit of all kind, unless it is juiced or canned with added sugar and salt; vegetables of all kind, unless they are deep fried, as in chips with added salt and sauce; whole grains; protein of all kinds, particularly fish, lean beef, chicken and pork. And the only caveat to that would be if they are deep fried, and even better if they are covered in a batter. And any fermented foods like yogurt, as it is better to get your dairy from hard cheese or cream cream. Some pro tips are: avoid markets, as they are mostly fruit and vegetable peddlers. If you must go, then the deli section is okay, as you can get your processed meats there, but you are still better off at the supermarket, where you'll also be able to buy the bulk of your food. Eat at least 3 large meals per day from the suggested foods. In between meals, nibble and snack on anything fried, salty or sugary. Good options are chocolate, chips, biscuits, cakes, ice cream, lollies, candies, and anything else similar that you enjoy. When eating out, stick closely to the rules. There are plenty of good fried food and highly processed and refined food outlets in most areas, so there really is no excuse. Aspect number 2, exercise and activity. Consider this your new mantra. Don't run, walk. Don't walk, stand. Don't stand, sit. Don't sit, lie down. Never do any more than you have to. Always attempt to find the easy way to do everything. Use elevators and escalators. Drive everywhere, or use the bus or the tram or the train. Get an electric scooter or bike or any other electric form of transport and use that to travel around your local area. Don't get involved in real-world team sports. Instead, play them online while sitting in a comfortable chair with ready access to snacks and drinks. If you are a member of a gym, use the showers, change rooms, and the sauna and the steam room only. Pro tips: try to avoid social activities as much as possible, as they require too much talking and unnecessary body movement. Better to stay at home alone watching one of your favorite screens in your comfortable chair. If you can, work from home. Many companies and businesses are open to this these days. So if you haven't already, then try to do as much work or study at home as possible, as this will eliminate the need to travel and the possibility of any unnecessary movement. Get all of your food delivered. It saves time and effort, and you can do it from the comfort of your chair, and even while multitasking, which is highly recommended. So again, you will avoid any unnecessary movement. If you have a partner, minimize or eliminate sex. If you have to have sex, then keep it as brief and as infrequent as possible. Aspect number 3, mental attitude. Keeping your mind focused on your goals is all that matters for you right now. Anyone who is committed to becoming overweight, unwell, and miserable will always be up against external pressures, whether from family, friends, colleagues, the internet, and even medical professionals, to choose a different path. In their mind, a better path, a healthier path. But their opinions are just that, opinions, so learn to ignore them. They may be well-meaning, but they are not on the path that you are on, so learn to ignore them. Pro tips: don't read or watch or listen to anything that professes to be good for you or healthy, as most of it is fake news. Don't engage in conversations with anyone regarding your lifestyle choices, as they will most likely try to convince you with their do-gooder advice that you are on the wrong path. Stay focused, stay on course. Aspect number 4, sleep. As the saying goes, I'll sleep when I'm dead. Why would anyone want to waste their time sleeping when you could be watching television or playing computer games or engaging in online chat rooms and forums and social media? If your body is really tired, you will just fall asleep in your chair or on your sofa. You don't have to put much thought into it. Plus, if you work or study from home, as I've suggested, then you can have a nap whenever you want. So what is the problem? Well, there is no problem. When it comes to sleep and all the do's and the don'ts, my advice: don't lose any sleep over it. Do whatever you want. Aspect number 5, other factors. These are some things that can assist you towards your goal of becoming overweight, unwell, and miserable. The list is by no means everything that you could include, but it covers some of the bigger things, so use it as a starting point. 1. Stress. Whenever you can, try to accumulate stress, as unresolved stress is very beneficial in contributing towards being unwell and miserable. In your now new locked-in sedentary life, there are many ways that you can achieve this. Check your emails, messages, and social media constantly. Allow yourself to become overwhelmed by the abundance of online information. Constantly compare your life to others on social media. Always be juggling multiple tasks simultaneously. Remove and blur the lines between work and personal life now that you're at home all the time. Involve yourself whenever possible in cyberbullying and online harassment. Constantly live in a fear of missing out FOMO state. Experience as much fatigue as you can from excessive screen time. These measures will go a long way towards accumulating stress. Number 2, add-ons. Caffeine. Have as much as you can, and from all sources: coffee, tea, chocolate, and certain energy drinks, and particularly at night, as it will help keep you awake to continue to stare at your screens. Smoking, whether cigarettes or vaping, it's all good. The only downside is if you have to go outside to smoke, but that's a consideration that you can weigh up to suit your own needs. Alcohol. There are 7 calories per gram in alcohol, so it's up there with fat when it comes to providing extra calories. Also, it can help relax you after a long night at the computer. 3, avoiding medical checkups. While on your program to become overweight, unwell, and miserable, medical checkups are only going to annoy you, as they, the doctors, are most likely going to tell you to stop what you are doing, and they will have a plethora of diagnostic results to back up their claims as to why you should stop, but that is their opinion. For now, it is better that you avoid them like the plague. Later, when you have fully achieved your goals of becoming overweight, unwell and miserable, then I highly recommend that you do go and see them, as they will now be in a position to give you some drugs to help alleviate some of your symptoms, which will then allow you to stay exactly as you have now become until you drop dead. So, those are my recommendations for anyone who's looking to become overweight, unwell, and miserable. As I said in the beginning, to achieve this will require a lot of effort, discipline, and willpower. But if you apply yourself to the principles and suggestions that I put forward today, then I can guarantee that you'll achieve these goals. And finally, for anyone that has somehow missed the point of this podcast, the content presented today was purely for entertainment purposes only and should not be taken as genuine health advice. The exaggerated recommendations were designed to make you think, not to guide your lifestyle choices. As always, for accurate health information, please consult with qualified professionals. I thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your company. I wish you all a happy, healthy, and prosperous new year, and I look forward to spending some time with you again. Bye for now.